Hello, my name is Ruud Leijten, VP of Sales and Marketing, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of Geoblink. All data you're looking at is preloaded and ready to be used, but you also have the flexibility to feed the platform with your own geolocated data or specific data about, for instance, where your customers live and what their spendings are. This way you can perform all sorts of analysis that takes this data into account. In addition, you can plot competitors or attractors of your business to quickly discover areas with a high concentration of competition or gaps in the market. Next to these points of interest, you're able to visualize thematic maps that show concentrations of different kind of variables, such as population, segmented by gender and age groups, wealth, commercial density, and even pedestrian traffic volumes. Let's analyze the surrounding of a location, for example, a site where we plan to open a new business. Firstly, we have to choose an area of influence. In other words, the area around a location from where this point of sale will attract customers. In this case, I will select 10 minutes by foot. Geoblink now returns a summary of some of the key variables in that area, and we can also deep dive into any of these sections simply by clicking on one of the tiles. We get the population census by gender and age range, the floating population, so people who are not registered in the area but spend time there, and more detail that may be relevant to your business. On wealth, we give three key indicators: disposable income, unemployment, and dependency rates. We can also see how many households there are and the average number of members per household. The pedestrian traffic tile gives us information about the amount of footfall in the area around the location, and we can segment that by the reason people spend their time. Thanks to our agreement with the BBVA, we know how much people spend in the area and also what they spend their money on. This can obviously be very helpful when designing the opening plan for a new store and the desired product mix, and even for making schedules so you know how many staff you need during peak hours of the day, week, or the year. Finally, we provide weather information for you to get an idea of how that's potentially going to affect your sales. All this information can be exported to a PDF report, so you can, for instance, convince internal stakeholders, sell real estate locations to clients, or get a franchise taker on board. Another great feature is the ability to build direct marketing lists straight from the app. So your marketing department can find and target their desired audience and tailor the message to that specific audience. Now let's compare two areas by placing a marker on the map. You can choose a store from your own network if we had it uploaded, or just write an address in the search bar. Now we can compare these locations on all different sources of data that we have seen before. We can also find the store within our own network that looks most like the location we're analyzing. This way we can estimate the revenue for that location before the opening. All you need to do is determine which variables are affecting your results, for example, the population between 20 and 70 and the percentage of foreign population and disposable income. You can also tell Geoblink to find locations similar to the one of your most successful store, to find similar ones and reduce the risks to a minimum. Another way of finding locations is to simply enter the success criteria you are looking for. For example, we want to find within a 10-minute influence area by foot in Madrid with a certain amount of women between 20 and 70 and with a low concentration of fashion stores combined with a high footfall. Geoblink now returns areas that meet these criteria, and we can continue exploring them in greater detail. As you can see, Geoblink is fast and easy to use and can greatly support any business where location is important by increasing their success chances.